one more, I think. After the end of
After
World
the
War.
end of World War II,
Let him do it. Let him talk.
East and West.
This is like one of the great Metal Gear Solid games. I've played this for ages. I was playing another game with them, then I thought, you know, I've really got. I've tried. It was taking a while to download this because it was like, oh, you know, doing a copy of the game was. I don't know what I was doing anyway. So I was updating anyway. So I thought, oh well, might as well stop playing this game because this game's great. Of course, the new game's coming out this year. The remaster, the remake. There's David. You know, this game still looks great though. Wow, I'm actually impressed with the graphics though. USA, USA. Yeah, this game's amazing. I'm still, you know, you gotta give this credit this game a lot of credit. It's 1964.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
I want to get through this game before I play the new one. Equipment check.
All right, you ready to go?
Man, these graphics still look great.
Good. We've got high visibility.
The thing about this game, it never looks, it don't look out of place on next generation consoles. You know, it's crazy. This game never looked out of place on the PS3 because I remember playing on the PS3. So this game still looks great.
Put on your mask.
Big Boss, spoiler of course. Neither of the other monkeys are just kind of, you know, I'm gonna smoke my cigar. Hugh Jackman would have made a great Big Boss.
Know what he's doing?
I think that's where they should have started from, the Big Boss storyline, and then you know that would have.
Hey, are you deaf?
You already got a great character, you know, great. An actor, Hugh Jackman playing Big Boss. Easily. You got the blueprints there straight away, but you know, they wake up on. You know, not heard much about the new Metal Gear Solid film yet, so.
Depressurization complete. Checking oxygen supply.
Man, it's one of those games that I've aged really well.
Opening rear hatch.
There he goes. The first Halo jump. Love it. That is so cool. The light coming in. Pretty awesome. The detail in this game is fantastic. Yeah, the music's epic. Opening theme, Snake Eater. It's like a James Bond movie, this was.
6 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You know nothing about the gameplay, the way his clothes move, like ruffle the wind and stuff. It's crazy. The game's got great detail.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
He's going off.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by.
Total badass.
Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off.
Prepare for drop off.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Let's go. I love that. Music's epic. The intro is epic. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh man, I love a drop that is. I suppose it kind of reminds of Rambo 2 where they drop him off and he's like gets tangled in those like parachutes and stuff. I'm like, oh man.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission.
No, the
Virtual mission, huh?
The future of our Fox unit depends
Situation,
on it.
huh?
If it succeeds, will be officially organized into a unit.
And then
Mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
Don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right.
I remember this first came out. I thought, is this supposed to be Solid Snake, but it's set in the 60s? What the hell is it?
About
It
2 years ago,
it got me intrigued. That's for sure.
a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles.
Moles.
His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov.
Oh, how you pronounce that?
He's
How you
head of
spell it?
the KB-754 design.
Yeah, I remember this guy.
One of the Soviets' top secret weapon research facilities.
In the new game, they've actually completely like it looks the same kind of game with the graphics, but with the better graphics. And I don't have a problem with that. They've done like a really good job with the graphics, I think.
Soviets achieved
I think they've
the
added a
first
bit more in it
spaceflight
too.
in history.
Injuries and stuff, which is
The Earth was
interesting.
blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken.
I remember when I first played this, man, holy shit, this game's amazing.
Known as the Vostok rocket.
But they had like a certain fixed angle in the game, but then when they changed it to like I bought another version of the game where it had better camera angles and stuff.
After
I brought that straight away, I want to get that.
Sokolov left rocket,
I got the
become the head
I've
of
sold
the
those
newly
games out because I couldn't see the point of keeping on them, but I had those games.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau.
I bought another copy of the game from a place called Video Choices. It was on the shelf, I remember that. Yep, gonna get that. That was a good shot, that was too. It's like shot years ago in 2007, but that was like, it's like good, I suppose. Get a DVD from there, or off Blu or whatever. Actually, not Blu-ray, it's just DVDs or video games or whatever.
to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who
I actually got my PS2 from there because the other one won't work. Like a certain game won't work on it for some reason. I've got myself like a PS2, the silver one. It's the PS, and that game worked on that for some reason. I went, okay.
And we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles
Yeah,
to get
2
from
weeks.
the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
I like the fact they show like real clips and stuff, which is cool.
October the 16th, 1962.
And I like the fact that they connected the storylines. It's like it's pretty cool they did that. I like that.
Ballistic missiles in Cuba.
JFK.
The president commanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down. Instead,
Actually, you know what the thing is? The funny thing is, I wasn't actually planning on playing this tonight. And then after thought, you know what, I wouldn't mind playing this tonight. So that way, I've completed this, I've completed the first two games, I've completed this.
negotiations were conducted through the
And who knows, I might actually work on, might could go back and Metal Gear Ground Zeroes here, because I like that one.
Finally, on October the 28th,
With Kiefer Sutherland's big boss, which I didn't have a problem with. I liked
the
it.
world avoided a nuclear holocaust.
So that if I complete those
In
games,
order to get the Soviets to
hopefully Metal Gear Solid
we had to make a
You mean the one where the U.S. agreed to
Volume 2 comes out. It should be coming out this year, hopefully.
The Jupiter IRBMs deployed.
We made the Tech of the Titles for a reason for that one.
And we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a
These parts are quite long,
cover
but
story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
people have issues with the fourth one, with the long scenes, the long. But the game itself had a lot of. It had cutscenes and gameplay balanced that.
Hands on Sokolov?
So yeah, it was all balanced. The game was.
What the hell was he
Had a
working
lot of gameplay though.
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time.
Big
It's either
boy.
give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handed him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my side.
Huh.
Then a month
I like the
later,
mission you go into, you go
received
straight in.
some
It's
information
it's fantastic.
about Sokolov?
So it's got a good story. That's
Yes.
this game has good story. Good
Take
boss
her back to the
fights,
research facility and forced to continue
Action.
working on the weapon in question under KGB.
twists and turns in it. KGB.
It's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
Oh boy, space
Missile.
rockets.
Same technology.
Nah, the boss fights are great though.
I guess you're right.
I like a certain character on
Details,
this.
but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device.
Shows up on the Metal Gear Solid 5 KGB. Hang on, is that the same character? Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something
What
to
the
do
hell
with
does that mean?
ISO.
We're talking about a secret
That's
weapon
a big
Soviet
hole.
Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino Yas.
That's like a big,
place in the mountains
big massive
3 miles
hole.
to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs.
Come on, man.
Nice name for a virtuous mission.
Yeah,
They
no,
moved him
bro.
there just recently.
Why?
Hey, it's a
Apparently,
jungle out
they're
there.
conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research.
Yeah, but definitely getting the third one, the
This
remaster,
is
the
our
remake.
last chance. Sokolov must have
Well, it's
known
like a
that
proper
this was
remake, but the same gameplay but better graphics, and it looks good. There we go. I like the fact you can look for first person with this bit. I think you can. There we go, we're dropping in. I think you can look from first person view when you're like dropping down, I'm sure you can.
Listen up, Jack. Your
Yeah,
mission
you
is to
can.
infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains.
Oh,
ensure
yeah.
the safety of Sokolov and bring him back to the west.
Man, that is a scary ass job.
If we don't get Sokolov back before
Man,
that
this
weapon
game
is
looks
complete,
so it's amazing.
we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
Like I said, Kojima used to put the graphics on the PS2 really well. Well, the parachute we do. Up we goes.
Once we've confirmed the
Off the
rescue of
drop-off.
Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes.
Oh, that's great.
Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
I think there's two command enemies later on, I'm sure, yeah,
I
because
think Sokolov is up to it.
where is it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump. and
I think
the
there's
arm
like
can
two
handle
big
up to
bosses in
500 pounds.
Mega. There's like two, it's like one, you've got to play Mega so far as a twist, there's two of them, it's like, okay. I wasn't sure what to think, making that twist, I suppose certain times, I suppose it kind of makes sense.
40mm machine gun.
Kind of does.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Oh yeah.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
Sounds like a
But
plan.
if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Oh, I don't mind that. I think you can live in the jungle. All these animals that you can eat. I bet you can actually hunt animals and there's like fish and stuff like that. It was crazy. The game's got a lot of detail. There we are, it's going to drop in. Oh, look, looks like it's going to be a very comfortable drop, but whatever. Oh hell. Oh yeah, he's lost his fear. Ouch fear. Oh, that's so cool. Later on when he gets tortured and stuff and loses his eye and everything, huge. And he comes back later on, it's like crazy, it's fantastic though. Comes back for more. Oh, that's a long way down. That's like just have his bandana to later on, which is cool. Snake, David Hayter. They still call them snakes in those days. Colonel.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory. Somebody might be listening in.
At the old look, the old classic
Here on
look,
out,
yeah,
we'll be
like the
using
old,
code names to refer to
yeah,
each
no,
other.
like 60s and
Your code
pretty
name for
cool.
this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be
Naked
referring to you as
Snake.
Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
Of
What do you
course.
mean?
You've eaten one before.
Yeah,
haven't
they'll be eating them,
Survival
yeah.
trophy.
you? I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
what about you, Major? What should I call
Major
you?
Tom.
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
Oh,
This will
well.
be a sneaking mission.
I understand the humorous
Must
games
not be
are.
seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear?
Is that clear?
This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words,
So I might save
weapons
it.
and equipment to procure on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name
Yeah.
implies.
I'm naked.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes.
Snake
I
eating
suppose calling
snakes.
me Snake was your idea of a joke.
Snakes on a plane.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
There's always a reason for sight.
Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, I like the fact you can hunt animals,
Yeah,
eat food and stuff. It's pretty cool.
I lost it in a tree on the way down.
The game's got great detail. It's like yeah,
I
he's lost
see.
it.
Well, you better go back and get it then.
There it is
You
there.
know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy.
Yeah,
and
press,
the action button.
Breaking
I'll
that
be
fourth
monitoring
wall
your
again.
progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you.
Oh yeah,
If you need to talk to me, use the send function.
yeah.
Okay,
Easy.
Snake, go get your backpack.
Pretty straightforward.
Snake, first you need to find that backpack you lost on the way down. Your backpack got caught on a tree to the north.
I can't save it
Try
yet.
heading in that direction.
Oh wow. This game still looks amazing. It really does. Because I'm sure when the game first came out on the PS2, right, you couldn't change the angle and do that kind of. I'm sure you couldn't. It had a certain view which is a bit awkward. Yeah. I've got the bloody weapons and everything, that's useful. Oh, there it is. I'll find it. Oh, is that it? It is quite instead of me. Got it. Pretty straightforward.
I see you've retrieved your backpack.
It looked
Snake.
very right, that did, but yeah.
To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer,
It's just
choose
straightforward.
weapon from the backpack. Your
I think with the
available weapons
silencer
will
though,
be
I think it's got a
displayed in the
limited amount of
window in
shots
the
you can
upper
remember that.
left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the enter button.
Little details I like that
Other
little
equipped
detail.
items, just do the same thing from item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, these are.
Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it will
Yeah.
affect your performance.
It's got little
You won't be
details I
able to shoot
like that.
accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly.
Yeah, he
Keep
actually
an eye on
wounds
your
heal
stamina
too,
so
which
you
is
don't
cool.
run out. To recover
Actually,
lost
the other game,
stamina,
your heal
hunt
used to,
for local
your
flora
body
and
used to heal
fauna.
too.
You can use either your tranquilizer
little bit,
gun or
though.
your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun.
That's very useful.
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire.
Yeah, of course.
Once its
I knew it.
durability reaches zero, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown
Use
in
it
the item. Any
Wyler.
weapons and
Wisler.
equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
I thought it was Big Boss.
Solo
As a
covert
player.
actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't
Fox.
leave any traces of your presence. No weapons,
Got it.
equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy
Sweet man
territory is
freaking-
already a violation of international conventions of warfare.
Sweet my presents of
There
her.
aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let
Interesting.
anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're
So
there.
I think they're
This is
gonna
a
worry.
stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to
Carnage.
take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose.
Oh no.
SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium
Why would I want to
cyanide
use that
capsule.
for?
Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
Oh
How
yeah.
generous of you.
Nice, isn't it?
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them
I've
into
never used
thinking
that before. I don't think I have.
So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back.
Yeah, that's clever.
I'll keep it in mind. You
Fake
said this
death
was a
pill, huh?
solo mission, right?
Right.
What if you
I guess that
what if you don't
means
take it,
keep
but it's
tabs
by
on
accident, or
reinforcements.
forget about it?
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax.
If you're alright,
There's a
why are you gonna
support
have to
team
take
ready
it?
to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you.
There you
This
go.
time, survival is of
So I can
utmost
save it.
importance.
So
The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as
a
recording
medic
your
over
mission
talk,
data.
one that talks
There's
over
a
the
member of
radio.
Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
Awesome.
She.
Hello,
It's
Snake. I'm
it's a woman.
Paramedic. Nice
I
to
thought you
meet
would have met her
Para.
if it was on the plane.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Good looking
Are
lady
you
too.
going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John,
John
Doe.
Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
It's weird saying Jack and thinking his name was Jack. What's his
After a
name?
week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
There's a
I
movie called
wasn't
that.
joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive.
Oh, sounds like a
My
plan.
frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data.
Oh, sounds like
Whenever
a.
you want to save,
Very
send
useful.
a message over
That's
the
what I want to do,
reserved
save it.
frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Snake.
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place.
There's a bit of a
He'll be
twist in
serving
our
as Fox's mission
character.
advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Yeah, there's a bit of a
Jack, is
twist
that you?
about it.
How many years has it been?
Boss?
Yeah, there's a bit of a twist in our
That's right.
character.
It's
A
me.
good twist.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about
So they
you.
know each other.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to
She's
mean?
an interesting
Why'd you
character.
disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to
Yeah,
know
you should
about
keep that to
fighting
yourself.
aliens. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure.
Yeah, I remember the boss. I
What about
remember
how to
whole
think like a
shit.
soldier?
She's not on
You
her
think
side,
like a
anyway.
soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be
But she's a
strong
good
in
character,
spirit,
strong
body,
female
and technique.
character, but
And the only thing you can learn from someone
she
else
can
is
go toe to toe with Big
In
Boss.
fact, technique doesn't even matter.
Or
What's
Snake
most
is Snake.
important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield.
Politics,
And
yeah.
politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you.
You think you're man now,
I
check it
already
later.
told you, Jack, I was on a top secret
It's
mission.
like this game
A
actually
soldier
involves
has to
betrayal and
follow
stuff
whatever
like
orders
twists
he's
and
given.
turns.
It's not his place to question why, but you're looking for a reason to fight. You are a natural born
Gotta
fighter,
fight.
but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a
Nothing more,
career
nothing
soldier.
less.
Right
Should say
and
nothing
wrong
more,
have no
nothing
place
less.
in his mission. He has no enemies and no
I think about this
friends.
game that it's got great
Only
music to it. It's
the
got great
mission.
graphics, great
You follow the
music,
orders you're given.
and good
That's
character,
what
great
being a
characters
soldier
too.
is.
I
Good
do
boss
whatever
fights,
I have
really
to
good
to
boss
get the job
fights.
done. I don't
Just
think
that guy
about
with the sniper guy,
politics.
holy moly.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you.
Oh, they are in
In the
that.
end,
So,
you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end.
loyal to
Do
the
you know what
end.
it means?
Being patriotic.
It means
Patriotic.
devoting
Yeah.
yourself to your country.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea to make a Metal Gear Solid film,
if necessary.
because I'm not really that.
President and the
You know,
top
I just
brass
think,
will be
oh,
there
it looks
for
like they're making
Once
those
their
same
terms
mistakes
are
again,
up,
like they always do.
others
Them.
will take their
When they make a
place.
game,
I
it
follow
does not
whoever
resemble the
no matter who's in
the movie
charge.
doesn't resemble the game.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time. And so do the leaders of a country.
I kind of
So
possibly
there's no
hope they don't
such
make it,
thing
and
as
then
an
possibly
enemy
kind of
in
hope they do, but
absolute
do a good
terms.
job.
The enemies we fight are only enemies in
They might
relative
surprise
terms,
us, who knows?
constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right.
Jack.
But do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It
I mean,
suits you well.
Snake.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The
Okay.
Cobra Unit, a group of heroes that brought
Cobra
war to an
Unit,
end and saved
okay.
the world. As long as you've got a
So,
legendary hero backing you
so that's
up,
the
you'll be
Lone
fine.
character, of course.
Isn't that right,
Cobra.
Snake?
Yeah. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
I chose the
Yes.
words, of course, until you
It's
found
good to
later.
hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake,
Always
you are
positive.
always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key.
It's not just a
These
jungle, it's like you can
CQC
actually go in
techniques
buildings
I
and stuff,
taught
which is
you are
cool.
sure to come in handy.
Game's fun though.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh?
Yeah.
I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
No,
Not to
I'm on,
worry.
no, I'm
I'll
on board.
be here to help you remember.
Oh no.
After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
For
Where are you,
local.
boss? Next to the major?
The boss is communicating with us by
No,
radio from
she's
a
on
board
ground somewhere.
Hermit-class submarine in the
So,
Arctic
okay, she's on a submarine.
My frequency is
Where's she?
141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to
I want to
retrieve
start
Dr. Sokolov.
just yeah, 200%.
Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position.
I can take these guys out.
Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Stealth there. Yeah.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Yeah, just throw your knife around, just slice it down. Yeah, I remember that when he yells his knife and his gun at the same time. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
We are going. I want to save, I think.
Saving the game, Snake?
That's a weird sound that does, isn't it?
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla King of Monsters?
Oh, that's weird.
No, what is it?
It's
It's a
movie.
film.
You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla who grows to an
It's
enormous
weird, it's
size
like a
and
film called,
test
well, like a
and
newer
lives on a
version of
rampage in
that.
Tokyo.
King of Monsters.
Nuclear test.
Where is that?
Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
Yeah.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path.
Until freaking
It was
King Kong
originally
came
a
on.
Japanese movie, but they made an American version too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Huh.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Well, hell.
That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America, too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Yeah,
Of
for sure.
course.
Of course.
Everybody loves Godzilla.
Quite a few,
You
actually.
sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
I bet he is.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always
Or
good to be
Star
able to look
Wars.
at things from a
Some
different
Star Wars.
perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
Right.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
Yeah, fun. Major Tom.
Sokolov should be at the abandoned factory to the north, so head in that direction.
Let's go. Into the swampland.
Snake, do you see any tufts of grass?
Yeah.
The
What
penny
kind of
grass.
Just
I'm not a
ordinary
grass.
Nothing special.
You should check it anyhow.
It's pretty thick grass, about waist high.
If you crawl into the grass, you can advance undercover. When you do, the camera automatically switches to
Snake.
intrusion view. If you want to stand up
This
again,
game definitely has a
press and
certain
hold the crawl
Rambo,
button once more. If you press the crawl
James
button
Bond
briefly,
into
you'll
one.
crouch in that spot.
And it goes,
This allows
it's
you to
brilliant.
observe
Yeah, that's a
things
cool
without
way.
blowing your cover.
It's a cool game, full stop. I do like that.
Yeah, but
But what?
was that the only
Great
reason?
action, good story. This is
What do you mean?
fantastic.
You had me check it.
When
just
I
so
saw
you
that
could tell me
trailer
that
last
That's
year,
right.
the game, I was like, holy shit! And it has that
useful,
familiar look, but it
Right.
looks better.
Shall we carry on?
By all means.
Even when hidden in grass, if you make a noise, your enemies will locate you. When enemies are nearby, move with slight movements of the left stick. That way, you can proceed with minimal disturbance.
Sounds like a
The gauge below your life gauge is your stamina gauge.
Yep.
It shows, as the name suggests, your remaining stamina.
I like her voice.
As you consume stamina, your natural life regeneration is slowed, and your hands shake more. Your O2 gauge and grip gauge also become shorter. Excessively low stamina can often impede your mission objectives. Make sure you replenish stamina before that occurs.
Camouflage is an indispensable tool when you're sneaking through the jungle.
I like the
To
camouflage
use
idea. It's pretty cool.
camouflage, first press the start button to go to the survival viewer. Then select camouflage and press the enter button. Select uniform to select battle
Now let's do that,
fatigues,
show it.
and face to select face paint. Choose battle fatigues that match the surrounding environment. The most effective
I do like the way they do the
camouflage is
camera.
tailored by
You can
selecting
change the
fatigues
face
that blend
paint,
in
the
with the
body
environment.
paint, the body, just body clothes,
Camouflage
clothes and
patterns
stuff.
that stand out in your surroundings
I was about to
will
say body
attract
paint.
attention.
Maybe they do it on the next one, body paint. That was cool. Alright, face paint. Yeah, wear a mask. Riding. Haha. Yeah, they're trolling us on that one. Go. We've got some animals.
Snake, be careful of that swamp.
There's all
What's
living
dangerous
animals.
about it?
Animals and
It's a
crocodiles.
bottomless swamp.
A bottomless.
Yeah, you don't want to swim down there.
Yes. The mud in that swamp is highly viscous. It will stick to
You
your
can't,
body like tar.
yeah, you can't swim
It'll be
back up when you
impossible for
drop.
you to swim. If you get
You'll be
swallowed
drunk,
by the
yeah.
bottomless swamp, you won't be able to escape on
That
your
is a
own.
horrible way to
Once
die.
you sink down to about head level, you'll be trapped for good. Make sure you get out before that happens.
So, I have to make sure I don't
Go
sink
to the
too
crocodiles that
far.
have that trouble.
Got
you know.
it.
Snake, wait.
There's more.
Yes.
What?
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles?
Yes.
Crocodiles.
Yeah, they're living things.
The reptile.
That's correct.
They're very
More
hungry
accurately,
type.
They're Indian gavials.
What are crocs doing deep in this forest?
You'll have to ask paramedic about that one. Paramedic?
Paramedic?
Yes.
Oh, she's an expert.
The Indian gavial is a crocodile that originally lived in freshwater regions in India and Nepal.
Why
Oh,
are
certain-
Indian crocodiles
Certain
way
look,
up here?
which is kind of
They're
cool.
captive crocodiles that were brought here for research purposes but escaped and became wild again. Indian gavials are large creatures. Adult males grow to over 6
Pretty big.
meters in length. You'll never catch one alive, even if you use the tranquilizer gun.
You're using a knife on it for the work on, so aren't you always?
How do they...
Taste? Yes, I did look into that. You know what they always say.
Tastes like
Tastes like
chicken.
chicken.
Sounds delicious.
But be careful when capturing an Indian gavial. Normally they're cowardly creatures, but the ones in the forest there are belligerent.
I don't even know what all that
Apparently they
means.
attack humans.
What do you mean?
They weren't the direct subject of any serious research, but some think they may have become violent as a side effect of the atomic research that was conducted nearby.
In other words, pissed off. I'm not even gonna waste my bullets. Sorry, I'm just going. I don't want to bother you. This is still a great looking game. Unbelievable. Alright. I'm going. Not going that way. Going this way. We are going in. Love the face paint. I like the fact that when you put your face paint out, it's still there and they get cutscenes. It's pretty cool. And it pretty much blends in. So if it's like night time, you just go all black. That's what I do. Pretty straightforward.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
Let's take them out.
AK-47s and grenades.
Oh, the game,
Your
graphics in this game
presence in
still look
Soviet
fantastic.
territory is already a violation of international law. You can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through
Well,
the
you
jungle
know, I don't
without
like to play
being
by the
seen.
rules sometimes, so...
The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your
Yeah, like you can change it.
by
It's pretty.
selecting
This is probably the
camouflage
funnest
from
part of the game.
survival viewer.
Sneaking around
The
players and
uniform
take it.
option
Oh,
lets
this is
you pick
fun.
your uniform, while the
Thing about
face
this game, though,
option
they made it
lets
so
you
fun to
change
play.
your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you
I
conceal
like the way they added
yourself more
the
effectively.
riding mask, which is funner. The head
Also,
thing.
don't forget that anything that moves will stand out.
Trolling us.
If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed.
Yeah, nice way
You
to
can
sneak
see
around.
how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa.
Pretty awesome.
The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Easy. Come on, mate. Oh, the chat's in
That
it.
area is home to the reticulated python. The reticulated python is said to be the longest snake in the world. The biggest ones can grow up to 10 meters in length.
Okay, big snakes.
Although they're not poisonous, they're still very dangerous, so be careful around them.
Yeah, I don't think I want
They
to be
have
one
a
of those.
highly ferocious temperament, and they can swallow whole, even large animals like deer and pigs.
I know how to
Their
swallow
most
that.
distinguishing feature is
Jesus
the mesh
Christ,
pattern
that's a
of their
big
scales.
freaking.
This pattern acts as a highly effective natural
That's kind of way you don't want to die.
If you
being
think
swallowed.
there might be a reticulated python
Being crushed
around,
and swallowed,
pay close
whatever.
attention to your surroundings. Otherwise, you could get bitten before you even know it's there. It's a huge snake, but you should be able to capture it alive by using the tranquilizer gun. I'll bet if you capture one and throw it at an enemy, it'll give him a good scare.
Oh,
Right.
a good death.
But how do they taste?
Huh?
Do they taste good?
You're actually going to eat one.
Why else would I be asking?
Exactly.
What was that?
That didn't make sense, cannibal.
Nothing. Let's see what the guide says. Ah, you're in luck. It says they taste pretty good.
Good.
That was fast.
I can hardly wait.
Ugh.
Wait till he goes by my thing. Come on. I love the sneaking in this game. It's a little bit. They made it a little bit more trickier because now they actually can hear you. What is that?
I hear something. There's nothing here. Huh? I hear footsteps. Huh? Oh! Freeze! No, wait!
Come on. You can get there, hide in there. Hide your body. Oh, that's dropping tags. Oh, no, that's not dropping tags. Interesting. I know it's about being spotted, sure. We got ya. Crap.
I think I saw some. Guess I've seen things.
Come on. It's a lot more tricky than that, I guess. You got this. I'm not sure if it's the right way now. Okay, this is the right way. Oh, it must be. Oh, the bridge, yeah. The classic bridge. Tell of that. Oh, yeah. Run, run, run. Oh, especially this bridge is freaking slippery. Run, run, run. At least it saves me killing, that's for sure. Taking them out. Go. Gotta be careful, he's a little slipping off. Every time I play it, sometimes it just reminds me of Rambo. Which Rambo? Probably the Rambo films. Don't run across this because he did the last time, flying across. If the Rambo, if you watch the Rambo movies, you think these are like, if they ever made a Rambo again, this is how they should make it. Like stealth and everything. Oh, mushrooms.
Sokolov should be at the abandoned factory to the north, so head in that direction.
I see you've got yourself a Baltic hornet's nest.
Yeah.
Baltic hornets are a variety of hornets that inhabit that area.
How do they taste though?
And other hornets is that they produce honey in their nests.
Well, it must be tasty.
Inside the nest are larvae, pupa, and adults. You can eat them all.
I got pasta.
In particular, the honey you find inside the nest is delicious and full of nutrients. It's easy to digest and helps pep you up when you're feeling tired. In short, it's the perfect survival food. Honey can also be used as a burn ointment. When honey is applied to a burn, it creates a protective coating over the skin.
It works on bad at my
hornet's
forces. I
nest,
hate my
a
forces.
burn ointment will appear along with it, so don't forget to pick it up. Of course, the hornets aren't going to give up their nest without a fight. If you knock a nest down, a large swarm of hornets will come flying out, so be careful.
Visibility is poor in the jungle, so you'll be finding yourself in a lot of unexpected encounters. Naturally, this means that close quarters combat will be more important.
I like the fact that if she portrays him very
So
well.
I'll have
Spoilers,
plenty
of
of
course.
chances to use CQC then.
That's right. In proximity encounters, firing a gun isn't necessarily the best response to every situation. It's only one option among many.
I noticed I'm just taking them out. I'm not actually
Rather than
good. You can kill him, I know that. You can use your knife.
Engaging your opponent in hand-to-hand combat can sometimes be a faster and more reliable way of subduing him.
Take it out,
Besides,
look.
in a sneaking mission like this one, it's too dangerous to go around firing your gun.
That's true.
You'll end up revealing yourself to the enemy.
Yeah, I know. You created CQC to deal with exactly this type of situation.
With your help, of course.
Oh.
In a battle situation,
Compliment, of
you
course.
only have a split second to decide how to attack. Use the weapon button to attack using a weapon, and the CQC button to attack using CQC. Press the CQC button once to throw a punch. Pressing it multiple times in succession will allow you to deliver a combo attack.
Pretty cool.
But striking your opponent is just one aspect of CQC.
That is pretty cool. Freaking
You've got your enemy in a hole.
movement for the fight
Press and hold
movement you
down
put on the game is
CQC
pretty awesome.
button to grab your opponent with your right hand.
Introduction
From
to the
there, you can use the left
CQC.
stick to knock your opponent off balance.
Yeah, you can
and
actually
throw him
like
to the
fight
ground.
multiple players. Like,
This
that's
can be
freaking
used to knock an
cool.
opponent out in a single blow. If you don't press the left stick, grapple with your enemy until you're behind them and can get your knife to their throat. Grabbing an enemy
Yeah, you got
from
the options
behind
either
and
kill
holding
or
your knife
freaking
against his
knockout.
throat will render him virtually powerless. From this point, there are several things you can do. By double-clicking the left stick button, you can slit his throat by using your knife. Move the left stick and press the CQC button to throw the enemy to the ground.
We'll
Tap
just
the CQC button
Yeah,
rapidly
sure,
to
then.
choke the enemy. You can use this to knock him out or even kill him if you do it long enough. By continuing to hold down the CQC button, you can move around while keeping
Break the
your
neck
grip on
off
the
that.
enemy. By pressing the weapon button, you can aim your currently equipped weapon at
Yeah,
another
yeah.
enemy. With their comrade acting as a human shield, the enemy will be reluctant to attack
They
you.
added that in bloody
Press
Call
the
of
left
Duty,
stick
Black
button to
Ops.
press your
Was
knife
it,
against the enemy
is it
and
Black Ops
demand
6 where you can
information.
actually grab all of the
You'll be
cards and then...
surprised at how much you
That's
can learn
pretty
this
cool.
way. But don't get too complacent. While your enemy may be powerless in your grip, he'll use any opportunity he can to counterattack.
Exactly. I'm sure you think... Oh, not gonna go too far ahead. Alright, what about here? I'm sure there's things you can shoot. Yeah, now we're ready for action. Got... Oh no. Game's got a little detail like dust and stuff, which is cool. Like, comes off the side there, put it. Wow. Where they come from? Oh, great. I don't believe that. Just left this party. Go. I can't believe that. There is the man himself. Big boss. Well, actually, Naked Snake. I'll probably end up saving it here.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump.
Perfect place to freaking take out the enemy, though.
I can't see Sokolov from here. Security is pretty tight.
Not too tight, that.
There are sentries
I
posted
think
around the perimeter.
you could take out the radiators and stuff,
I
so they
wonder how
can't.
many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the
Yeah, it's
northeast
spot
section.
spawn.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. And do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
What about that?
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
That's easy.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
saving the game, Snake? Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
I think I've seen that film. Yeah, I've got it.
These scientists are investigating a place deep in the Amazon
I've got
called
that
the
mirror.
Black Lagoon. And
Very
they
old
get picked
film.
off one after the other by this fishman thing. And there was this scene when the heroine is going for a swim and the creature
Very
sneaks
old
up on her
film,
from
though.
underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came from Outer Space were a lot more intense, but
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
how rude! Why do you say that?
Because no one on Earth could be as charming as you.
Fine,
Charming.
I'll just get to the point, Snake. Be careful
Yes,
of
wave
what's
of words.
around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fish man.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate the concern.
Don't charge
Fishmen
that.
aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out there.
Okay.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim, either.
Are you calling me a fish man?
You started it.